Hey friends, welcome back to the Woods Workshop. You having a good day? I hope you are. It's Monday. We had a busy weekend. So hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully your Monday's going well. We got a project today. Something I've been wanting to do for a while. My side of the bed is the narrow side, and I don't have a whole lot of room over on my side of the room for an end table. I've got a little one, and it's okay, but I like my books, and it's not real conducive for what I've got going on over there. Like I said, I've been putting this off for a while because I knew pretty much what I wanted to do. I need it to be a bookshelf. I need it to hold hold a drink. I need books. I need it to hold all my charging stuff, my charging stand also. So I've got some stuff I need to be able to store, and I need to be able to use it like an end table, and it needs to be at the right height so my hamper will fit underneath there, and it's just so I can give me some more room on my side of the bed. And I've got two here, two blanks. One of them, this one over here, is 18.5 by 27. And this one here is 18.5 by 21.25. I really want this 27-inch one to work, but it won't. It's just not going to work. It's too wide. By the time I put my band on here, it's plywood. This is AC plywood. It's not great stuff, but it's not terrible. It's not furniture grade at all. But for the back of what I'm doing, it'll work great. But I got to put a band on here because I don't want these strands to show. You know, you've all seen plywood. You know what I'm talking about, friends. When they laminate these together, they're little strands, little thin veneer type wood, and then they stick them together until you get the proper profile. And they sell this in various quantity of strands. There's like 5 and 7, and I think this is a 7. Yeah, this is 7 strand. And I don't want to be able to see that. Even when it's finished, even when the side is finished, you can still see the strands because it takes stain or paint differently. I'm going to band it. So that's 3/4 of an inch wide, and by the time you put on the 3/4 and you got this other, that's 1.5 inches by the time I got 2 of them on there. So now I'm at 28 1/8 over here and 22 3/4 over here. So we're going to do this little one. What I want is 2 shelves, and then the top. I want a bottom shelf. That's where I'm going to put my phone and my speaker, and that'll be my charging station. On top needs to be wide enough to have, like I said, put a bottle of water in my soda or whatever I'm drinking in there. It needs to be able to hold all my crap in my pockets. When I take everything out of my pockets at night, I need to be able to put it somewhere. So all I really want is, and then it's got to hold books. The way we're going to mount this is with a French cleat. And a French cleat is you take a board and you rip it at a 45-degree angle. So now you've got 2 boards. And the 145 sticks out. The other 45 sticks back. When you put them back in, you've essentially got the one board put back together, but there's this strength there that is just phenomenal. I've used this very well several times. I use it for hanging headboards. I've used it for hanging shelves. I've used it for, a lot of people are using them in their workshops. But you can hang cabinets, you can hang shelves, you can hang headboards, you can hang just anything that needs to be hung on this French cleat. Now the best part about the French cleat system is whenever you go to level this shelf that weighs 20 pounds, you can put this up and you can try to hold this, or you can get some stop blocks, or you can get something. Get a helper, and you can get this level and straight and screwed to your wall. Or you can take this, put it up, level it, and then you hook on. That's probably, for my money, that's the best benefit right there. Is you just continue working by yourself. You don't have to get angry at a partner. Your partner doesn't have to get angry at you. It's just easy. It's easy. I'm gonna mill these up. I'm gonna lay this out. I'm gonna mill it up, and we'll be back in just a little bit. All right, friends, I'm back. I got the bottom put on. It's clamped and glued, and it's nailed. I use my little pin nailer for that. I could use screws on that. It won't show. I could screw that in, but I think with glue and nails, oh, that one nail's peeking out. I don't know if you can see that or not. But right here, you probably can't see that. Let me see if I can move some of this stuff out of the way. Right here, that nail, it hit something, and it hit a knot or something, and it curled up. That's why when you're using a nailer, keep these things out of the way of where the nail might go. Keep these back. One of them is going to be running the gun, so you just got to watch this other one. This rogue little bugger out here that's going to end up running a nail in there. Now, I've not done it. I know people that have. I haven't done it. It is not going to be something that I want to catch on camera because I know me. I've met me, and I am going to say some nasty words. If I catch that on camera, you're going to get to hear that. Now I'm going to lay out with my little gauge, with my little square here, 2 marking lines on each one of these sideboards. I've got these oriented the way I want them. I don't like to measure things that I'm going to do repeatedly. I use stop blocks, I use jigs, use marking gauges. That's what this is turning into. Set this at the distance that I want. I want 3/4 inches behind here. Remember that French cleat that we talked about is going to be 3/4 of an inch deep. And I want to be able to put this flush against the wall while this sticks out 3/4 of an inch for 2 reasons. 1, the cleat is going to force it out. But 2, I've got a hole here for my cords to come through. I want them to be able to run up against the wall and then out towards us. So that's what this offset by 3/4 of an inch is going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is hold this tight against, and we're just going to run both hands at the same time down. That gives me my offset. I'm going to do it on both boards. Now, this board here, the back of my bookshelf is 3/4 of an inch. So I take this.
My first 3/4 for my cleat, my second 3/4 for my board. Mark here, mark here, mark here. Same thing on both boards. Mark, mark, mark. With thread. Now, I've got you facing the wrong way. I've got you facing back over there. I need you right here. With me. A little bit more with me. Alright, so, first one, I just drew. The second one I marked. Lay out your straight edge on all 3 marks. Just like that. Got your straight line. Do it again on this one. Got your other straight line. And you're good.
Now, I'm going to nail between the lines, just like Ricky Van Shelton says. Keep it between the lines. Remember that song? Hey friends, welcome back to the Welds of Woods Workshop. I started this project, getting better, getting closer. I sanded down that one board that I told you that had the maker's marks on there. It was a barcode stamp, what it was. It wasn't. It was a grade stamp and a barcode. Went to put this on and I put it on the wrong way. So I'm gonna have to. I don't know. That might show whenever we go to put stain on it. Got a little bit of glue. So now I've had some luck with this thing today. Or the last 2 days. This project has not been nearly as graceful as I hoped it would be. How's your day going? Good, I hope. Hope you're having a good day. Here we are. Last night, or yesterday, we started this. I glued up, or I sanded this out. It had that UPC code on there, barcode. So I sanded it out. I did not get all the cup out of this board yesterday. Whenever we clamped this up, it did not pull. It pulled the cup out, but of course, as soon as I took the clamps off, I heard it pop. The glue was just not enough to hold it. I'm gonna have to put a screw in here to hold this in. I'm gonna countersink it so it's not quite as noticeable. This side, this is the wall side, and it goes into the corner, so I'm not too worried about it. But that other one, I don't know. I hope it holds. I did shoot some nails in there yesterday, so it may work. I don't know. We'll find out. But glad you're here. I'm really glad that we get to do this together and spend some time together. I'm using a longer screw than I really need because they're out here.
Tell you, this project has just been horrible on me. I can't seem to do it. Cannot seem to get my head into this project.
I like it. I want to do it. I need it. But my brain is just not doing. Alright, this drill bit, this countersink bit, I like these. Of course, it drills your pilot hole, so you can run the screw in without fighting too much, without splitting. But then, this end also has a bit of a cutter on it. And it, see this groove here? It cuts the wood, kind of steps it, so that you can get the heads of the screw sunk below, countersunk. Puts the screw head beneath the surface of the wood there. Then you mix up some little sawdust and wood glue, putty stuff, and put that in there. I'm not going to. This is on the. I'm not going to because it's on the. This will be against the wall. You'll never be able to see this, so it's not that critical. But if it was in a spot where it was going to show, you can cover those heads a little bit. The stain that I've picked is dark, so again, you're not going to see it very well at all. The screws are black. The stain is a dark brown. So it's very unlikely that you will notice those screws anyway. All right, we're back. I moved you. You're over here looking into the table saw. Now, table saw is higher than it's supposed to be. it's very high right now. I got it sitting on my cart on top of the other table saw. I don't care for it, but that's just the way it is today. So the shop is still pretty messy as we're working on that French cleat. I'm going to set my blade at about a 45. Not about a 45. I'm going to set it at a 45 if I can get it there. Just remember, we got to tie these two pieces together. In order to do that, let's cut a bevel. What I'm going to do set this up about here. I'm going to go ahead and run this whole piece through because I'm going to need two of these. Next project is going to be another almost identical to this bookshelf, but it's going to be a towel rack with some extra storage on it for my bathroom. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this through. It'll have two separate pieces that way that will lock together the French cleat that we talked about yesterday. I'm already plugged in, so I'm going to drive this thing straight at you all. You can see what's going on. And hopefully I won't knock you down. I better come this way a little bit, because I am going to knock you down if I don't. PPE, ears, eyes, and toes, remember. Okay, so this is the wall, so that this one points out, and then this will be the back of the shelf, so that this one points in, and then they just lock together. And that's all there is to it. It's just incredibly strong joint that holds these two things together. Alright, so then I cut this off on the miter saw. I've got 18 inches here. I got two roughly 18-inch pieces. The other thing that I do is I mark these. I don't know if you can read that or not. It says up, or it says shelf, out, down with an arrow. The other one is wall, out, up with an arrow. I mark these because it's extremely easy to get them to grab the wrong one. I think the first time I did this, I think I hung it, I ended up doing it I think 3 times before I got it right. Because I grabbed one, oh that ain't right, and I flipped it. I don't know. I could not figure out how this thing went together the first time. So now I just mark them. Now we need to deal with this top. All right, but what I want is about a 3/4 inch reveal on the sides. So we're gonna have to trim this down. I think it's right on the money, yeah. Yeah, I've got about a 3/4 inch reveal up there. So I got to cut this down by, got to add 1.5 inches to this, and my bottom measurement is 22 3/4. So 22 plus an inch and a half is 22 3/4 is 23 1/4, 24 1/4. Is that what you got? We'll see how this works. All right, now what we got, 21, 24 and 24 1/4, 24 and a half, whatever it was, I don't remember. Go back if you need to know. So we got the top cut. I got it cupped down again. Now, I don't want this hard, sorry. I don't want this sharp corner on here. I want to ease this corner a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to use the router. There's my router. And I've got different options here. You can chamfer it, which I don't know. That is just an angle. It's called a chamfering bit, and it's an angle. Then I've got these round over bits that kind of put a concave. The blade is concave, and it just curls. It just curves this edge a little bit. And I got 3 different sizes of those that we can choose from. I think I've been using this middle one. I've used that middle one quite a bit, but I think I'm going to use the bigger one. That little one, it's cute. It's real cute. And it's just going to knock off just a little bit. Maybe we'll do that one. Maybe we'll just put just a tiny little bead on there. How about that? Now, I'm going to clamp this down.
4-inch clamp, 2x4, and not 4-inch clamp, I got a 2x4 and a 3/4 inch wood. So I wasn't sure that it was going to get there, but it did, so that's fantastic.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do these. Right way and a wrong way. Maybe I shouldn't say that. There's a good way and a better way to prevent some problems when you're using your router. You've got cross grain and you've got width of grain. You can see in your wood the lines, the stripes, the grain runs one way or another. When you're doing these things, you want to start across the grain, and then come back and do with the grain, in case there's any kind of tear out. Tear out happens whenever the bit just rips. So you want to go across, and then you'll come down to the other end and go across, and then you'll come along the front. It mitigates your tear out a little bit. Now this bit has a bearing on there. You see that? That will roll against the side of the wood, the edge of the wood. And as it rolls against the wood, this will cut the wood. That's what we want. That's what we're going for. So I'm going to set my router to about the depth that I want. So I'm going to set my blade, set my cutter head, and I want this to just round over. Drop that down, lock it, put my earphones back on. All right, I'm going to put this on the top. We'll put the cleat on. Tomorrow we'll mount it on the wall. Well, tomorrow we'll have to do the finishing. I probably won't see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll just finish, and then we'll just put up a picture or something at the end of the video for the finished product. But glad I got to see y'all today. Glad you stopped by. We'll see you tomorrow or sometime. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon, friends. In the meantime, be kind. Be nice to each other. Help somebody out. Make the world a better place. Love you.